I'm starting them all now. Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy EG. Coming back at you with another video of Pokemon Showdown. I'm gonna be doing 5 battles in one video tonight. The first one is against Yanks105, but his Showdown name is Jack105. It is going to be a Gen 4 random battle. Alright, so he sends out Mammoth. I send out Nidoqueen. I switch out to Porygon Z. He switches out to Rotom Frost. I send out Ho-Ho. He uses Thunderbolt on Ho-Ho. But I got leftovers. I send out Flareon. He doesn't paralyze Flareon, but he switches out to Love Disc. As I burn Love Disc with Lava Plume. I send out Executor. He gets burnt. He sends out Mamoswine. I set up Sunny Day. He has Life Orb. I use Solar Beam and take him out. And take out Mamoswine. He sends out Drifblim. He misses Hypnosis. He sends out Alakazam. I hit him with Psychic. I use Solar Beam at him. Almost take him out. He uses Hidden Power to take out Executor. And then he sacrifices himself with Life Orb. So I send out Flareon. He sends out Love Disc again. I use HP Grass and take him out. He sends out Drifblim. Uses Hypnosis on Flareon, who's fast asleep. So I send out God, which is Arceus Ground. He misses with Hypnosis and uses the time pass to go back into Rotom Frost. He burns Arceus. He uses Rest to regain his health. I use Recover. He's fast asleep, but he uses Sleep Talk to use Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't work because I'm already burnt. So I send out Nidoqueen. He sends out Tyranitar. I hit him with Earthquake. He hits me back with Earthquake. He sends out Drifblim. I use Roar to send out Rotom. He sends out Drifblim. I use Roar again to send out Tyranitar. I use Earthquake to take out Tyranitar. I send out Ho-Ho. He uses Shadow Ball. He misses Hypnosis again. I take him out with Sacred Fire. He sends out Real-Time Frost, who's fast asleep. I use Roost. He wakes up, but he don't use Sleep Talk because he was asleep. I use a Substitute. He takes out the Substitute with Thunderbolt. I use Sacred Fire and burn him. So pretty much right now he's pretty much done because I have 5 Pokemon and he only has Rotom Frost. Made that I got 4 Pokemon. He just took out Ho-Oh with Thunderbolt. So I send out Porygon Z. Use Agility. I used Tri-Attack, but I forgot that he's also part Ghost. But I didn't know if it would work or not. He burns Rotom. I send out Flareon. He's fast asleep. He wakes up and uses Thunderbolt. Flareon's still fast asleep. I send out Porygon Z. He uses Thunderbolt again. I use Nasty Plot to raise my special attack. He takes out Porygon Z. I send out Nidoqueen. And I switch out to Arceus Ground, who's already burnt. I get a crit with Ice Beam. He misses Will-O-Wisp, and I'm still burnt. I use Ice Beam again. He uses Rest. I use Recover. I use Ice Beam on him, he's still asleep. I use Ice Beam again, he wakes up. Use Will-O-Wisp and misses. I use Ice Beam. He uses Rest again. I use Recover. He's still asleep. I use Ice Beam. He's still fast asleep. I get a crit with Ice Beam. And he misses Will-O-Wisp. And I defeat him with Arceus, Nidoqueen, and Flareon left. And I'll be right back in 1 second with the second battle.
And that's not recording now, huh?
And I am back, ladies and gentlemen. This battle is a Gen 3 random battle with my friend Tim Strikertim, or Tim on Discord. I send out Gorbise. He sends out Rayquaza. He sends out Miltank. I use Rain Dance. I have the ability of Swift Swim. So I take a big chunk out of Miltank, but he uses Thunder Wave. He uses Milk Drink. I use Surf again. He uses Return. I use Surf and take out Miltank. So he sends out Farfetch'd. He uses Substitute. I break the Substitute with Ice Beam. He knocks off my leftovers. And I just take out his Farfetch'd with Gorbise, with Ice Beam. He sends out Mewtwo. I send out Raticate. He takes out Raticate with Flamethrower from Mewtwo. I send out Lapras. He taunts Lapras, so I just use Thunderbolt. He uses Flamethrower, I use Ice Beam. And we both have leftovers, but my taunt has ended. He uses Recover. I use Thunderbolt. We both gain some with leftovers. He uses Psychic. I use Ice Beam.
That's right. That's because I thought it was later than that.
He uses Recover.
Yeah, this feeling.
I use Ice Beam and freeze Mewtwo. And this is where most of the battle is between these two, ladies and gentlemen. Mewtwo is still frozen, and I use Thunderbolt. And we both regain more with leftovers. He's still frozen, and I just use Thunderbolt. He thaws out and uses Recover. I use Thunderbolt on him. He uses Psychic. And I use Ice Beam. He uses Recover. I use Ice Beam again. I think I'm out of Ice Beams at this point. He uses Psychic. I use Ice Beam. Okay, I guess I'm not out of Ice Beam. Then we both gain with leftovers. He uses Psychic. I use Rest. He uses Psychic. I use Sleep Talk for Thunderbolt. So he uses taunt to not allow me to use sleep talk anymore. Cause that's what I was going for again. He uses recover. I wake up. I use ice beam. He uses psychic. I use ice beam. He uses recover. I use thunderbolt. He uses flamethrower. I use thunderbolt. He uses flamethrower. I use thunderbolt. He uses psychic and finally takes out Lapis. And now I send out Metagross. He sends out Lunatone. I use psychic on that to take a little bit out from there. Then I switch out to Jinx. And he tries to use hypnosis. I miss Lovely Kiss. He uses Ice Beam. And we both have leftovers. He sends out Steelix. Somehow I just take out this Steelix automatically with Ice Beam. We don't even know why that is. He sends out Mewtwo again. He uses Flamethrower and takes Jinx out. I send out Pidgeot. He uses Recover. I use Return. I send out Gorebyce. He uses Psychic. I send out Metagross. He uses Flamethrower. He uses Flamethrower to take out Metagross. I send out Pidgeot. He uses Flamethrower. I use Hidden Power. I think that's Hidden Power Flying I have. Yeah, that was the Hidden Power Flying. He uses Psychic and drops my special defense. I just use Toxic and Poison Mewtwo. He uses Psychic and takes out Pidgeot. I send out Gorebyce. He uses Taunt. I'm paralyzed, so I can't move. And he's in a yellow. And he takes out Gorebyce. And I will be right back with the third game, ladies and gentlemen.
Fine, huh?
And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. This battle's a Gen 5 random against Yanks105 or a Showdown named Jack105. He sends out Wormadam Sandy. I send out Shimiko. I switch out to Seismitoad. He uses Rock Blast, which is not very effective because Seismitoad is water rock. Water ground. I use Hydro Pump on Togekiss. He uses Aura Sphere. I use Hydro Pump and almost take out Togekiss. He uses Roost. I use Sludge Wave. sends out Hydreigon. I use Hydro Pump. I send out Politoed. He uses Dragon Pulse. I use Dark. So he uses Dark Pulse. My ability activated for Drizzle. He took out Politoed. I send out Honchkrow. I use Sucker Punch. He uses Flamethrower and burns Honchkrow. And then he uses Fire Blast. He uses Fire Blast and burns it. He uses Dragon Pulse. I use Brave Bird. He uses Dark Pulse to take out Honchkrow. I send out Huntail. I use Shell Smash. I use Return. He uses Dragon Pulse. I use Return to take out Hydreigon. He sends out Chinchino. I use Hydro Pump to take out Chinchino. He sends out Wormadam Sandy, which is the ground. He uses Protect. I use Hydro Pump. I use Hydro Pump and take that out. He sends out Togekiss. I use Hydro Pump and take out Togekiss. He sends out Excadrill. I switch out to Seismitoad. He uses Rock Slide, but he finds out he has Life Orb. So I just use Hydro Pump and take him out. And his final Pokemon is a Magmortar. So I use Earth Power and lower his special defense. He uses Earth Hidden Power and takes me out. And then I send out my Dug Trio and just use Sucker Punch to take him out. So that was a GG to Yanks. And I'll be right back with the fourth battle. And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. This next one is against Tim again. I send out Electrode. He sends out Reshiram. I use Foul Play. He uses Flame Charge to get his speed up. I use Thunderbolt. I keep forgetting that it's also a dragon. He uses Flame Charge to get his speed up again. He's got leftovers. He uses Dragon Pulse. I use Signal Beam. I switch out to Virizion. He uses Flame Charge. So now he's at 2.5 times speed. My daddy's at times 3 speed. I use Stone Edge and take a huge chunk out of him. But he still uses Flame Charge to take out Virizion. So I send out Ho-Ho. He misses Stone Edge. I just use Brave Bird just to take out Reshiram. He did enough damage already, as you can see. He sends out Love Disc. I send out Galvantula. He poisons me with Toxic. He sends out Conkeldurr. I just hit him with the Thunder. Take out 70% from him that way. I send out Mothim. He does knockoff and gets rid of the Life Orb, which I'm glad for that. I use Air Slash and take his Conkeldurr out. He sends out Pidgeot. I send back out Galvantula. Turns out his Pidgeot was a Mega. He uses Hurricane on Galvantula, just for me to lose Galvantula. I send out Electrode. He sends out Executor. I use Thunderbolt. I use Signal Beam to take out Executor. He sends out Love Disc. He protects. I use Signal Beam because I had a feeling he was going to protect. And then I use Thunderbolt to take it out. He sends out Slowbro. I use Thunderbolt. He uses Skull to take out Electrode. He has leftovers. I send back out Mothim. I use Giga Drain to get a little bit of health back. So now I have Ho-Ho, Mothim, and another one, and he just has Pidgeot. Okay, I have Duo Blade and Pidgeot. He uses Hurricane. I use Iron Head and get a crit. He uses Roost. I use Sword Stance. He uses Hurricane and actually gets the Confuse on me. I hit myself in Confusion. And then he takes me out with Hurricane. Both times I hit myself in Confusion, I was going for Iron Head. I send out Ho-Ho. He uses Hurricane. I use Sacred Fire and burn him. He uses Roost. I use Flame Charge to get some speed up. I use Sacred Fire. He pretty much burns himself. He pretty much kills himself. He gets a crit for Hurricane. And then he loses Pidgeot. And that was a GG, Tim. And I will be right back with the final battle. And the final battle is with Yanks. He sends out Warline. I send out Comfey. I switch to Ambipom. He uses Protect, but it fails. I use Low Kick and get a huge chunk off of him. He uses Ice Beam. He uses Protect. And I use Low Kick, but he protects himself. I switch out to Mew. He sends out Roserade. I freeze Roserade, but it thaws right out. And uses Sleep Powder, but it fails. He has Black Sludge. I use Ice Beam again. He misses Leaf Storm. And I just use Ice Beam again to take out Roserade. He sends out Xatu. I send out Rotom Fan. He uses Psychic. I begin with Leftovers. He uses Heat Wave. I use Thunderbolt to take out Xatu. He sends out Vanillix. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry. I switch out to El Tigre, which is Incineroar. He uses Blizzard, but it's not very effective. He sends out Palkia. I use Flare Blitz. I switch out to Comfey. He uses Hydro Pump. I use Draining Kiss to get back some health. He uses Fire Blast. He sends out Farfetch'd. I just use Toxic on Farfetch'd. I switch out to Rotom Fan. He uses Leaf Blade and gets a crit even though it's not very effective. He sends out Walrein to sacrifice it to Thunderbolt. He sends out Palkia. I use Thunderbolt on it. He misses Hydro Pump. That would have took me out. So I just take out his Palkia with another Thunderbolt. He sends out Vanillix again. I use Volt Switch to go into Meloetta, which was my final Pokemon. He uses Freeze Dry. I use Focus Blast to take out Vanillix. He sends out Farfetch'd. I switch out to El Tigre. He uses Knockoff and knocks off my Choice Scarf. And I just go for a Kamikaze. I think I go for the Kamikaze. Yeah, I go for a Kamikaze, take him out, and almost take myself out in the process. And that is the end of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I will have both of their links in my in my description so that you can see the battles. So that you can check out their channels as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have had a great Thanksgiving. This is ElectroGuy96, EG or Sean, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode of Pokemon Crystal. And I hope I have the volume thing straightened out so that you can hear me more than the music in the game. So thank you so much. And for those of you who are in the US, hope you all have had a great Thanksgiving. And if you're out of the US, I hope you all had a good day no matter where you guys were at. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.